Here's one of our favorite clips from Neighborly Discourse with Billy and Steve.
This is interesting. Have you heard about the Ministry of Truth? and that's like, I say Ministry of Truth. That's like saying like the gay, what do you call it? Don't say gay bill. Because it's not called the Ministry of Truth. It's called disinformation. I forgot the Disinformation Governance Board. Have you heard of that?
Nope.
Okay, so Biden announced last week, either it was last week or a week or 2 weeks ago. It might actually be 3 weeks ago, but that he was creating a department called Disinformation Governance Board, and it was going to be headed up by the Department of Homeland Security. And their job was to sort out the disinformation that's being propagated on our airwaves.
That's easy. They just have to stop talking, and the disinformation gould away. Look, I solved it. Tell the liberals to stop talking, and we wouldn't have any disinformation.
Okay.
Boom.
So listen to this.
Look at how much tax dollars I just saved the people.
The person who they hired to lead it up, her name is Nina Jankowicz.
So she's not qualified because she got position based on gender.
My goodness. I thought you said I was a cynical one. Well, I mean, what's up with this, man?
I'm not wrong, though.
Oh, my goodness. Listen to what she said.
Yeah.
In, I think it was September or October of last year.
Okay.
Critical race theory has become one of those hot button issues that the Republicans and other disinformers who are engaged in disinformation for profit, frankly, have seized on. I'll read it again. Mm-hmm. Critical race theory has become one of those hot button issues that the Republicans and other disinformers who are engaged in disinformation for profit, frankly, have seized on.
If you want to know what the Democrats are doing, watch what they're blaming the Republicans for.
I mean, this is the person. So first of all, you come up with this ministry. You come up with this new department that they claim doesn't have any police jurisdiction. And then the person that you have lead this department is already on record saying that anyone who claims that CRT is being taught in our school is propagandist. They're lying to you.
And how can you as a human being believe that when it's been proven that it's being taught in the schools?
Okay, but hold on. That's a legitimate argument. But I'm telling you there's something even more nefarious going on because they actually stood up a department. I mean, guys, if you don't see 1984, I don't know. Did you ever read 1984?
No.
If you don't see 1984 happening right before us, if you don't see Chinese communist China happening right before us right now, right in broad daylight, when you make a statement saying I'm creating a department called Disinformation Governance Board. From the President of the United States, it came out of his mouth. You hear these words, you should run for the hills. That sounds scary. And then when you do a little bit of research and you find out the person who's heading it up, the things that she called this misinformation aren't really misinformation.
Yeah, it's factual truth. Like, again, they are teaching it. And if it was a benefit, they wouldn't hide it from parents.
We put a meme out on Florida, just showing what Florida found. How many books were there?
They turned out more than half the math books, and 70% of what they turned away were kindergarten through 5th grade.
I mean, just here locally, forget about the rest of the country. Just here locally, we can prove that it's happening, and yet you have someone who's leading this new department, which is a scary department just by its name by itself.
Yeah, pretty much is if you don't believe us, we're going to arrest you. Like, that's what they're saying.
We've watched, we've talked about The View here. We've talked about, CNN and MSNBC, how when they were talking about COVID, everything they said out of their mouth was a lie, that you can't get sick. Like if you got the shot, you couldn't carry COVID. You couldn't pass it on to anybody else. You couldn't get sick off of COVID. All these things, the mask work, all these things that they were saying over and over and over again. And we, on the other side, were saying, that's a lie. They're saying that we are the ones who are disinformers, that we are the ones who... Consider that for a second. At one point, we had YouTube trying to silence us, Facebook trying to silence us, Instagram trying to silence us, right? Because we're saying we come out, they put actual labels on things that we say because of misinformation, disinformation, and okay, those are companies that are doing this, right? Self-controlled companies. But now you actually have the federal government saying we're going to start regulating this. That is, I mean, guys, man, you got to wake up, man.
Yeah.
You got to wake up to this. This is some scary.